going to ask my colleague Bonga Mkhize to unmount the camera and walk with me so that we'll show you more visuals of what is happening here. Please bear with us. There will be shaky shots and there will be some movement here, but we are trying to walk around here. Security is an issue, so we won't be able to have some free movement. So I'm going to ask Bonga to turn and pen and show you a painting that has been designed by Rasta, the artist there. Rasta, the artist, I wanted to interview Rasta, the artist, but unfortunately Rasta has disappeared. But that is the painting that has been drawn by Rasta, who's popularly known as the artist who always features on prominent events and engagements, whereby he will be able to hand it over to the president of the ANC, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. On my left will be the stage where there is NEC members. I've spotted the head of ANC presidency, Sibongile Pesani, with glasses. I'm going to ask Kusela Digo to go and call Sibongile Pesani for me. Sibongile Pesani is over there. He's the head of presidency. So I just want to interview him now and then interview other young people. But our movement here is limited simply because security has created a space for the media where they are able to perform their duties. We won't be able to be moving freely around the stadium here. Sibongile Pesani, who's the head of ANC presidency. This is one of the allies of Mr. President Cyril Ramaphosa of the ANC. We'll try and establish from him, as to how things. Mr. Pesani, how are you, sir?
I'm good, and you?
Thank you very much for your time. You are from this province of the Free State. You are hosting 111 years. Are you still the head of ANC presidency?
De facto, not de jure.
Okay.
Actually, my term ended then, so the NEC has got to decide about my future sometime later this year.
Let's talk about the state of the ANC. You are there at Luthuli House, the president's office. You know the president's vision. Looking at the challenges facing the ANC with the 55th National Conference giving the president of the ANC a renewed political mandate and authority. But something has got to give. The ANC has got to change. If it doesn't, it will die. Your leaders have said adapt or die. You are plagued by divisions, disunity, and misgovernance of this country.
Indeed, we have always considered about the challenges that the ANC has. But one thing that the 55th National Conference has proven is that the ANC has got capacity, political capacity, to overcome the internal wranglings. That is why when we went to the second session, there was unanimity on how we should ensure that renewal does not fail.
The Free State, how are you going to change things around here? Your province has been unable to convene a provincial conference. Your branches are dysfunctional. Your regions are dysfunctional.
Well, the provincial conference will take place, I think, not later than the 15th of February. There are two regions that have already gone to conference, literally Putswa and Mangaung.
Mangaung is disputed.
And Mangaung, yes. There is a region here that has gone to conference, that has been acknowledged, recognized by the province. And now first letter, where I come from, it's almost ready. We're just waiting for finalization. So we can assure you that we will go to conference, this province.
Sibongile Pesani, National Executive Committee member of the governing African National Congress, and previous term he was the head of ANC presidency. Let me bring in my colleague Moloto.
Well, thank you very much, my colleague Siphamandla Goge. I am now joined by the ANC spokesperson for the province of the Free State. His name is Oba Fabane, just to give us more details on the dynamics in the province. Oba, thank you so much for your time. The fact that in your province, when you were appointed as the provincial interim structure, the mandate was to renew and revive the branches. Have you succeeded in that regard?
Yes, we have gone to great lengths to try to unite and renew the structures of the ANC. But it's not a once-off process. It's a process that takes a long time. But we have done a lot of work to ensure that we unite and we renew the structures. We have not got to a point where we are happy that now our structures are united. But we are very happy that with the work that we have done, we have tried to move we are at an advanced stage in that process. Yeah.
There were two conferences in the region of Mangaung. The two factions of the ANC held their two parallel conferences. Which one do you recognize? One that was elected at the lodge outside Mangaung, or one that was elected at the President Hotel?
There was only one ANC conference in Mangaung. The ANC conference is a conference that has been sanctioned by a higher structure. And in this case, the ANC conference was held at Imvelo Lodge. So for people who were not happy with the processes, they held a meeting in another venue. So we cannot say that there were two conferences. There was only one conference. But it does not say that there are no challenges or unhappiness that people are raising. There is such, but the conference was one.
Let us conclude here. The Secretary General of the ANC indicated that there are going to be changes at the political leadership of the Mangaung Metro, indicating that the executive mayor is going to be fired. That is Policy Sionzana. Are you able to give us the timelines as to when he will be fired, if indeed he's going to be fired?
The Secretary General was indicating a principal position that once you are given a position of responsibility, you must deliver. And in that situation, the leadership of the ANC is going to look at the performance of people who have been given responsibility in the not only the Mangaung Metro,
yeah,
but all
maybe while we're still there in Mangaung, Policy Sionzana, the executive mayor of Mangaung, is going to argue that he has only been there for a year. All those challenges, he found them there. Are you therefore saying that he is incapable to resolve those problems? Because he's going to argue that I'm not the one who created all these problems.
At the moment, I cannot, say anything about the performance of the mayor. That is a discussion within the structure of the ANC. A year, it's a very long time for certain things to happen. Well, for others, it may be a short time, but there are certain things that within a year one must have done. But those are the discussions that are within the structures of the ANC.
I'm sorry, I just want to bring into Professor Situlego Matibesi just one or two questions for him. He's the professor of sociology at the University of the Free State. Prof, the numbers are impressive. I'm sure the ANC will be happy with this. Do you think the ANC is renewing itself?
Most definitely. Remember, this is the birthplace of the African National Congress, and what we are seeing here is very impressive. But it all depends what the ANC is going to do with the narrative of renewal. Renewal should not be only an ideological phrase, but it should be something tangible, not only for ANC members, but also for South Africans in terms of service delivery, in terms of fighting corruption and enhancing municipal service delivery.
The ANC members have given President Cyril Ramaphosa a second mandate to lead their party. Do you think he inspires confidence? If you look at how the issue of Phala is being handled, there doesn't seem to be a commitment when you speak to the officials of the ANC, including Nombuda Mugonyane, who is the first Deputy Secretary General. You get a sense that this whole Phala issue, possibly, they want to leave it behind them. Does that, is it saying anything? Should we read anything around that?
No, I might be on the wrong side of all the commentators, but one thing what we should understand is that it is the ANC's birthday. So why would they want to touch on issues as controversial as Palapala? I'm sure the party will deal with that at a later stage, but definitely not today and not within the next few days. We've also seen how the Secretary General have tiptoed around this particular issue, because we know that they want to close ranks around the president, and definitely they are not going to spoil this wonderful party that the ANC is having. But let us hope what we see here will also translate into good things for South Africans.
They are closing ranks, the members of the ANC. That is the word by Professor Siphamandla Maatibetsi from the University of the Free State. The stage clearly is set. I am sure that as members and leaders of the ANC continue to arrive, at any given moment, the party president is likely to arrive here to deliver that statement prepared by the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress.
Thank you so much. That was our eNCA reporter, Moloko Moloto, there in Bloemfontein.